What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm MoedotJ and we are locked in. This is Power Book 4, Episode 6. We seen last week that we lost people on both sides. Elijah with CBI, Simon with the Flynns, and we also seen that Claudia, she got rid of Mai. So everyone lost someone. Tommy almost lost Liliana, but we seen at the end, someone drove by and shot it up. And all we can assume is that it was Jenard because we seen him burning a vehicle. Now, before we jump into this episode and break it down, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you're gonna be a part of it. Hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button. It's the easiest thing you can do. Now, we're moving forward. We got the work in the streets. We're picking sides. Liliana's shot. Now we need to figure out what are we going to do. Is Jenard really down for Liliana and Tommy? Or was he putting out a hit on Tommy when he did that? We're going to find out this week, hopefully. So let's jump into it. This is Power Book 4, Episode 6. We start the episode off with Tommy and Claudia digging a hole for Mai. Now, we know that Mai was killed. Tommy did the distraction to steal the product from her, and Claudia had to get rid of her because of the disrespect that she was showing. Now, this was Claudia's first body. Now, the first thing she did was go do the drugs. The next thing she did was call Tommy to dispose of this body. Now, she's asking all these questions, and Tommy's saying, your first one is always the toughest, even if they had it coming. Now, it turned out that Mai was an orphan, so no one really going to be connected to her and looking for her. And Tommy is saying, look, Claudia, stop asking these questions and help me dig this hole because we're racing the sunlight. When sunrise comes, we need to be out of here. Claudia just handled hers. Now we got to go over to CBI and they need to handle theirs. They're at the burial of Elijah. Now, Jenard is saying, Diamond, we wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for Tommy. Diamond makes it clear we all agreed to go and do this. Now, Elijah was the only one decided to wear all gray to an event where we needed all black on. But he's saying show some respect because we knew what we were getting into. So this just shows maybe at the end of the episode last week, Jenard was really trying to hit Tommy. He still has that built up anger inside of him. What we do see is they actually put some of the dirt on Elijah's grave, and we see Diamond hand Elijah's mother some money. That's 2 down. Now we have Simon. We see Uncle Paulie up here. He's talking about him. Now, Walter didn't have anything to do with this. He doesn't want Vic making any outside plays besides working for the Flynn family and getting ready to take it over how he wants him to. Now we hear Walter is coughing and Claudia is talking to him. And he's just looking at things and wondering, why is it going this way? So when he talks to Vic, he tells him, you and Simon, y'all were childhood friends. Y'all grew up together. So whatever nonsense you're into, the dumb decisions you're making to get Simon killed, you need to fix that and you need to cut all that nonsense off because there's no reason people should be dying if you run it exactly how I want to run it and stop trying to do outside things. Vic goes outside and of course Claudia's coming out here telling him, hey, you need to talk to Dad. He's a little bit sick. He's saying, oh, it's just bronchitis. So everyone is downplaying what exactly Walter has. Now, Vic is saying, look, stop asking me about what I'm doing and what happened with Simon because didn't you try to bring me in on a side deal with some designer drug? And she's saying that's long gone because as of right now, we don't have any more product coming in. We got that one shipment that they stole from Mai. And after that, we got to figure out what we're going to do. So these two, they're at odds. They both want the same thing. It's just at this point, we just lost Simon and she just lost her little connect. So what are we really going to do? We got to meet up with the 3-headed monsters plus Jenard. Now, they're all talking about Tommy. What you did with the Serbs, that's making it too hot out here. Now, Tommy's trying to get them to understand that we got product now. The Serbs aren't here and we got the pipeline. But Jenard is saying we buried somebody, Elijah. Vic buried somebody, Simon. What did you do, Tommy? You didn't do anything. So all of the attention, even though you don't have no one in your organization, it's all falling on us. So it came to a decision that they voted for Tommy to be out. Now Tommy's on the outside. So what he's saying is, that's what we're going to do. We're just going to move on. And Diamond is saying, look, it's too dangerous with you in the streets. And you hear Jenard, he talking that cash money. So I'm telling y'all, last week must have been a hit to try to get rid of Tommy. And they saying there's no honor amongst thieves. Diamond says, all right, we'll buy the bricks that you got from you. And Tommy says 10 of them for $38,000. Now I mentioned that these bricks are probably about 40 to 50. So 38 is roughly around what I was saying. But Tommy's out, but at least he gets to get 10 bricks off. With Tommy out, they're talking to Vic and telling him, this is your chance to be your own man. Branch off from your father. He's like, all right, we're going to be all right. And they saying as long as your product is good, then hey, we can make something, you know what I'm saying? We can make it happen out here. So they all shake hands and we got a new 3-headed monster. This time it's Vic, Diamond, and Jenard. Diamond shows up with the money, $380,000 cash for 10 bricks. He tells Tommy, nice doing business with you. I'll see you on the other side. Now, Tommy and Diamond, they don't have any bad blood. It's just business. Now, Liliana comes in, and you got to remember, half of this money was hers. So he's saying, I'm investing mine in Dahlia, the new drug. And she's like, well, shoot, let me in on it. And he's saying, I can't guarantee you gonna make anything back. But she's like, you never can. And she's over here playing with her bullet wound. He's like, hey, put that on, because I'm not taking you to the hospital if it gets infected. She's like, it might just fall off. But he just got a text message from Claudia, and it's time to meet up because we about to reinvest this cash. Tommy meets up with Claudia. Now, you got to remember, she's never been in the game, so she doesn't know how they're going to move Dahlia in these streets. Now, Tommy, he's been in the game for a while, so he's saying at the convention centers, we're going to have lockers. We'll put the work in the lockers. You know what they did with Course Correct. They put it in little lockers on the roof. Yeah, we're going to touch on that on the live stream. But we do that. We put the product in there. We'll text them, let them know what locker it is. So with all the moving parts within the convention centers, it's going to be hard to tell who was doing what. Now, she doesn't understand this, but Tommy's like, we can make it happen. What Claudia does say is, look, I don't want my family's distro to have anything to do with this. And this is where we seen in the trailer where Tommy says, Walter can use a little bit of competition, but eventually people are going to know about this because it should be picking up and getting big. She's overthinking things. Tommy has simplified it. She said, what if someone tries to double cross us? He said, if anyone messes over on us, violates protocol, they're done. One and done. No second chances. But he's saying, I'm going to bring in Liliana because she can help us out. Now, Claudia's saying, I got a guy named Reggie. He's already on board. And Tommy's saying, no, that don't sound like someone we can trust, even though she says she's known him for a while. He's saying, nah, Liliana took a bullet and she didn't fold, so she's going to help. We don't know who this Reggie guy is. We never seen Reggie. Tommy takes a couple of sips. Claudia gets a phone call and she seems a little concerned about it. She's talking about, I'm on my way. Agent Vargas and Agent Kayla, FBI agents, they show up to Walter Flynn's dialysis center. Now, what they're doing is they're raiding it. But what they want to find out is, where are the shipping documents here? We want to see everything that's coming in and out this building. Now, Walter, he can't get into the computer, and he's a little nervous right now because he doesn't have access to this. But what they're trying to do is see if there's anything illegal being shipped through here. Is he fixing the books, which we know Claudia is, and they're just waiting. Mr. Flynn, when are you going to produce those records for us? He's like, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Claudia shows up and she saves the day. She goes in there. She's printing off everything. And you can hear her whisper to Walter, aren't you glad I'm here? Because you don't know how to do what I do. So she's very valuable to the organization. And she's the one that handles the money. Now, they had the freight bills. They looked at it, verified it. Okay, you guys are good this time. Now, Claudia talking cash money. Walter talking big stuff. Next time you want to build a case on me, bring some real evidence. Walter tells Claudia, you wanted to step up. You weren't here. This is why you're not prepared. Step the F up if you want to be in the game. Diamond and Jenard, they're back on better terms now that they got rid of Tommy. That's all Jenard wanted was CBI to be him and his brother. Now he's saying 10% of everything we made, let's put it over in an escrow account. We'll never see it, but if the Serbs show back up, Mirkovic, we can just pay him and say, here you go. We didn't have no problems with the Serbs, but here goes some money for you because Tommy is the one that initiated this whole little war between them. Now, he's saying, Diamond, you stepped it up. I know you got a soft spot for white boys, but we making it happen. And when Diamond hears that plan, put some money to the side in case the Serbs come back. He's like, that's what I'm talking about, little bro. So at least now we have Jenard and Diamond on good terms because all he wanted was to run CBI with his brother once he got out. Paulie comes in to talk to Walter and he sees him on the ground with his head bleeding. Now he picks him up and we know that Walter's been sick since the very first episode, but he's lying talking about, oh, I haven't done this all day and it's bad lighting in here. And Paulie is saying, you can't hide this. I see everything and I know you're not right. You need to tell the kids what's going on so this won't happen to them twice. Now we know that their mother passed and that's what he's saying. But Walter, he's basically telling Paulie, F off, man, I got this. Don't worry about me. And this is what I was talking about in my live when they said, do I think that Paulie would turn on Walter? The only way I could see this happen is if Walter keeps pushing him away and talking bad to him. But Paulie does want him to get help because you're going out bad. You could have potentially died in here by yourself. Jenard pulls up on D-Mac. Now we know this is JP's son and Tommy's nephew. And what he's doing is offering him $5,000 to pretty much spy and watch Tommy. When D-Mac hears 5,000, he's like, oh, whoa, no, man, I'm not about to kill nobody for less than 10. I'm thinking 10, you should at least have 50. But he's saying, nah, all I want you to do is just watch him. So D-Mac is saying babysit. Yeah, pretty much. You'll be the highest paid babysitter in Chicago. All I want is some information from him. That's all I want. If not, give me the 5,000 back. D-Mac said, oh, I can handle that. But if you want me to go and, finish them all, I'm going to need that other 5 bands. So now D-Mac got a job to watch his uncle that he doesn't even know about. It's day 1 inside of the convention center. We got to do, some reconnaissance. So they send in Liliana. And when she's in there is recording everything so they can watch it on a tablet in the truck. And she also has the AirPod in so she can talk back and forth to him. Now, Tommy and Claudia, they're in there talking about her rich coming ups. And she's talking about, I used to backpack. We don't care. Liliana's in here. She's spotting all the cops. All right, we got one security guard. We got somebody that doesn't work here. He looks like a rent-a-cop. So what she's doing is recording and looking around. And Tommy, they're trying to get a feel of the place. So when they start bringing in their work, they'll be all right. And Tommy tells her, see, anybody can walk in and out of a convention center. You go to the locker, pick it up. Now, Claudia's saying we can all do that. But everyone coming in here is somewhat, business casual or formal. Tommy, you look like a drug dealer from New York. So what does he do? He goes and gets his ghost on. He goes and cops him a little suit. Liliana's in there. She already got a locker. We got the smooth transition with the key. Tommy got to work. Let's make it happen. Now they're recording it. Claudia's watching it in the truck. Liliana's there. Tommy's doing the drops. Hey, we got an operation on our hands here. Now we need to watch closely. This looks like a little camera that he's putting in there so they can see whoever comes into these lockers. So they're making sure that they cover all of their tracks so they know who's going in and out of these lockers to get this new product. Tommy using that white privilege. Good day, officers. They're like, hey, do you have any tips on crypto? Tommy said, I like my cash the old fashioned way. Paper and under my bed. Good day, officers. Even the black lady's looking at him like, yeah, okay, whatever. And this is the exclusive clip here that we broke down during the week where Tommy brings up Ghost saying, I used to do some things in suits back in the day. She said, you look good. Now, we know Claudia kissed him to give him some of that drug, but it looks like they may be getting a little bit closer. We're going to see how that plays out. But he says, my partner, he was a smooth brother, used to do his thing. Claudia's saying, I hope some of that rubbed off on you. Now, we seen when Liliana texts Tommy, she says, show up and bring Ghost. He has a little ghost in him, Casper the Ghost. Word on the streets, the Serbs got hit. Now, Walter's asking Paulie, what's going on with him? You know anything? He's saying it's all talk right now, but no one's claiming the hits. That's because it's Tommy, CBI, and Vic that did this. Now, he's saying once the smoke's clear, people are going to start, they're going to start talking in these streets. And Walter just wants to know what's exactly going on, because could this fall back on us because they think it's us? And Paulie's saying, as of right now, we really don't even know. D-Mac has $5,000 to follow Tommy around, and he actually sees him. Tommy's on the phone making a few calls, drinking his coffee. D-Mac's looking around the corner. Remember, no guns. Now, this is his uncle. He doesn't know it yet. You remember when Tommy first got in the city, he had to go make some drops. He had to basically prove himself out here. He went to the chop shop. He dropped off the bricks. He put them up under the trash can. And he told the lady, I look forward to working with you in the future. Now, his Spanish isn't that good because he called her Tia, which is auntie. Now, Liliana shows up and she gives her the first key. And she's basically telling them, we got a new product. Trust us. It's worth it. Now, her workers and muscle, they like, what is this? We don't do that. She's like, look, you got the first key. Go over there, try it out, and get back with us because it's worth your time. That's what Liliana is doing. Now, Tommy forged a relationship with all these people when he was riding around with Diamond. So now she's going over to the Jewish people. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? We got this for you. He's like, it ain't the right time for that, sweetheart. She's saying, trust me, it's always the right time. It was a camera that was put in the locker so they can verify everyone going in there. We got our first pickup. We got our second pickup. Kind of reminds you of Power Book 2, right? On the roof, right? Yeah. Tommy and Claudia are outside monitoring the lockers, making sure that the people that are supposed to get it is getting it. Now, Reggie keeps calling Claudia. Now, you remember, she's saying that she trusts him and he's supposed to be a distro. Tommy is saying he ain't moving no weight. He's just a customer, and that's facts. So cut him off. He's not getting anything until we can at least get set up and organized. This is day one of us doing this new idea to put things in the locker. Let's get us set, get some money coming in, then we'll start branching out. Then we'll see if Reggie's really ready for the game. Now, he knew in 10 seconds that Claudia was someone he could work with, but he told her, don't let that go to your head, because normally I use 15 seconds of judgment. Miss Soto and Moshi, they both get these text messages. You're doing good so far, but they want to know what's the next step, because they don't know that Tommy is watching them. All they know is a random person, Liliana, dropped them off a little gift. Agent Vargas and Kayla, they pull up on Paulie. Now, we know that they were taking pictures of him last week. And what they're saying is, hey, what's going on? You got any information? We got 26 years worth of dirt on you. And if Walter goes down, he's going to snitch on you. But if you listen to Paulie, he laughs it off and says, nah, if he does that, there's going to be a big torpedo to sink him. And it's not going to be me. He can't snitch because of the organization and the lifestyle he's in. That will be death for him and potentially his family. So Paulie, as of right now, he ain't fending. He ain't folding. He rolls the window up and he drives off. Vic shows up to talk to his dad and he's like, damn, Dad, what's wrong with your head? What's going on here? He's like, oh, man, I fell into a kitchen cabinet. I need you to find out what your sister is doing. He jumps right into it because he needs to make sure that Claudia is on her P's and Q's with the feds looking. He said, that's not my job. I don't know what she's doing. But about Sunday dinner, where we having it at? Because I'm bringing Gloria. Walter doesn't want to hear that. I already told her to leave you alone. He won't be waking up to her. But Vic is standing up for himself and he says, well, let's make sure we have another plate and everything for her because she's coming, regardless of you saying she's not in the family. Tommy comes over to help JP move this stove. Now, this is one of the old stoves. I'm talking about gas power. So you know it's grease all on the side of that. But now we get to talk a little bit about the family. Tommy asked JP, how did you get so far in debt? He said one was for lawyers for trying to get custody. He lost that, should have cut that off. Private investigators, should have cut that off. But the majority of it was from the club and from his father's hospital bills. And he said the jet just kept piling up and piling up. Now he asked Tommy, what are you doing? How are you able to roll around with that kind of money? And Tommy's like, man, I was a businessman. I told you that. And JP's like, man, be real with me. Just be real because this sounds like some BS. Now D-Mac, he's been following Tommy and he sees that Tommy's in there talking to his father, JP. And you can hear him saying, what the fuck? Because he did not expect this. But now it got him wondering, what the hell is really going on here? This white dude knows my dad? He finally gets Tommy to admit that he's slanging drugs. And he's talking about, man, you know, when times got tough, man, you know, I used to move a little. Tommy's like, nah, bruh, I'll help you out, but you're not going to get close to this. And he's talking about, man, I don't need no more handouts. I need to start making some money. Get a job is the first thing you need to do. You're always at the house. But Tommy is right. No, JP, we're not going to bring you into this, bro. You got a lot going on, brother. Like, when you are in that much of debt, you're going to make irrational decisions and you might mess up stuff for everybody else. Diamond and Jenard, they're out there watching it because they got the Serbs pipeline. So that means they can go out there, put their foot soldiers out there, work the corners, get all that traffic. And Diamond is like, man, this is good. Now, Jenard, he's never really talked to his brother about this. And he wants to know, how did you know to put me in charge and trust me to do this? And he's saying, I knew you always had it in you. He was like, man, Diamond, I was about to go Ivy League, but you put this on me. You made me go past everyone else, higher ranking members. And he's saying, because you had something they didn't have. And he's like, what's that? You got my blood. You my brother. So that's why he put you in that position. And now you ran with it. And now we got the brothers running CBI. Claudia keeps pushing it. Reggie is calling me, Tommy, it's my friend. Tommy's like, hey, no. We got who we got right now. This is all we're going to work with. There's no friends in this. It's only competition. She's saying, well, what about Liliana? Tommy says, we put in roughly $140,000 a piece for all of this operation to work. She's saying, well, I got the distro, but you can't do nothing without these two. So Tommy is saying, first of all, get a burner, take that phone off of fucking vibrate. We're tired of hearing it. Quit calling people over your regular phone. Now let's go get these bricks. Let's go make some money.
Hey, bro, I don't want that gig no more, fam.
Hey, what the fuck you mean you don't want the gig no more?
I mean, you can keep the cash and shit, but I ain't doing it no more. All right, find someone else for the job or something.
Nah, hold up, nigga. What the fuck got you so shook?
Find someone else for the job.
D-Mac seen Tommy in there talking to his father, JP, and he's thinking, what the hell is going on? So he kept that 5 bands and he brought it back to Jenard and he put his foot down. Man, find somebody else to do that job, man. I ain't doing it. Jenard's like, man, what you mean you ain't doing it? What got you spooked? Man, just find someone else, man. Like, damn, D-Mac, you really ain't trying to make 5 bands for just following Tommy around? Vic out here making moves. He's separating himself from his father, Walter. He got Gloria back on his arm, said, you coming to dinner. I can't tell you all the details, but I'm stepping away from my father. She like, ooh, I'm listening. They get to kiss. But guess what? Somebody don't care because they pulled up in all black, rolled the windows down, and got to spraying. I'm talking about bullets were kissing the side of cars out here. Gloria's probably going to second guess rolling with Vic now that them hitters is on him. Vic is on the ground. Gloria hops up, pulls that thing off his hip and gets the firing back. And I'm talking about she got the, she aiming down, you know what I'm saying? She aiming down, she up that pole. And we thinking, when did Gloria know how to fire this thing? Is Gloria undercover? What is Gloria? Interesting. Diamond shows up to our favorite diner. Rick's over there cooking, and there's a woman sitting in his seat, his booth. His picture's right above it. This is where he sits every time. Now, she ordered breakfast for dinner, but she did mention she knew a little bit about boxing, and her night is just getting started. Now, they get reacquainted. Rick over there talking some junk, talking about that recipe. Your grandmama gave it to me. I could have been your granddaddy. But now she introduces herself, and her name is Adrian. He's like, Diamond. Does Diamond have a new love interest? They went from breakfast to bed. I thought it was supposed to be breakfast in bed. But Diamond said, man, it's been a while now. You heard him mention, he's having trouble sleeping. It's been a while for him also because he was in jail. But he's just getting adjusted to this new mattress. Now, she ends up getting a phone call. And she's talking about, I got to leave. It's business related. And Diamond is like, oh, okay, I guess. Now, when she leaves, she gets another message. And it's the report on Diamond Sampson sentenced to 15 years in prison. But when she gets in the car, she gives a little grin. So is she doing some investigative work? Was she sent here by Bennigan? They go to the lab. Now, this lab is owned by Mai. Mai is gone. She owned it outright. Tommy's looking around. He got his gun out. So, of course, the chemist is going to be a little nervous. And he's saying, oh, don't worry about it. You're good. You already produced before. Are you ready to start cooking? She said, I need some supplies, but I'm not a drug dealer. Tommy said, good thing I'm the drug dealer. Liliana even says, this is just an opportunity for you. All you got to do is cook. We'll do the drug dealing, even though you'll go down for cooking also. Miss Soto and her crew, they in the chop shop. Now, she makes one of her muscles. Hey, you try it first and tell me what it is. He hits it. She like, damn, okay, it's doing that. Let me try it. And I'm talking about, we got a Drake song going on, the best I ever had. She like, let me text Tommy right now. Now, she doesn't know she's texting Tommy because it came from an unknown number. But she said, count me in. Right now, everybody's in on it. Well, we haven't heard back from the Jewish yet. But as of right now, Miss Soto is in. Liliana said, I never doubted that they would be. Now, Tommy's asking about the chemist because she's been in the bathroom a little too long. Now, Liliana is talking about, hey, is Claudia ready for this? He like, hey, she's good. No one's ever gave her a chance. So you see her do the little motion. All right, I'm going to put that gun back. Because I was about to ooh, Tommy. I was about to ooh. But go check on the chemist, Liliana. Now, Claudia's leaving, and there's some guy sitting outside, and he's watching her, and he follows her when she drives off. Vic gets home to talk to his dad, and he tells him, I think someone's trying to take me out. Walter's like, who? Was it CBI? Because, he doesn't like blacks. That's the first thing he was thinking. He was like, nah, maybe the Serbs. And now we hear Walter say, God damn it, between you and your sister, all I do is run interference between you. Y'all are not smart enough to do anything. Jeez. Now Walter's starting to connect things together. You did something with Tommy Egan. I told you not to mess with him. Now your sister's out here wilding out. She wasn't here when the feds showed up. Oh, yeah. Walter has a lot on his plate with these two kids. Adrian shows up to Diamond's house the next night unannounced with a bag of food, talking about, oh, I just had extra food. How about we do breakfast for breakfast? So I don't know what she's up to, but I'm very suspicious on this. Women that just pop up like this that you just met the other night, what do they say? Red flag. The guy following Claudia, she actually cut him off. Now, they used to work together, and he's like, where's my work at? She's like, oh, well, I've been kind of busy. So he starts choking her. Now, she looks down, and she does have this little ring, and she slices him in the eye, takes his revolver out. Boom. finishes him off. I'm talking about right through the head. Claudia'S in the game. 2 bodies in 2 weeks. I'm talking 2-0. This is who we are, and this is what we do. Claudia, she's a pro now. Hey, Tommy, I need help getting rid of another body. Walter's a bad man. Excuse the oppression. He totes fire. Now, he showed up to the Serbs. They ain't here eating. He's looking at them. Back up, back up. 2 down. He tells the third one, tell Mirkovic if he ever comes after my son again, then I'll burn down the city and I'll get rid of everyone he loves. And then Walter kills the third person and tells the waitress, you tell Mirkovic this. Then the Irish comes out of him. While he's watching one of them bleed out, my man takes a shot. Damn, Walter. He really is. Hey, I see why the feds are on you. I apologize. Puts his gun up and walks out like a G. There you go. Episode 6 of Power Book 4. And my goodness, have we not been waiting for this? Have I not told you guys in every season, after you get past episode 5, 6, and 7, and 8, we're going to have so much action. Oh my goodness. And we're getting it all here. Let me know what you think about Walter and what's going to happen with the Serbs. Also, is Jenard going to do anything about D-Mac turning down that $5,000 to go watch Tommy? Let me know what you guys think. I'm MoedotJ. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you tune in Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern for the live after show discussion for Power Book 4, episode 6. Like I said, I'm MoedotJ. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.